The world of kettlebell training is infinitely complex, and you are absolutely never done with it. There are two major schools of thought in the world of kettlebelling. You have what you might call hardstyle kettlebelling, which focuses on speed and power, and competition style, or endurance style, which is where a lot of athletes end up. If you learn kettlebells in North America, the odds are you're going to learn hard style first. Hard style is very popular because that is the style that we all learned when kettlebells got popular again starting in 2001. Kettlebells have been all over the world for hundreds of years, and they are different in different parts of the world. How we learn it in North America is designed for people who are learning as an adult, people who are probably coming from some other type of training like gym training, or coming deconditioned with no training at all. The way that that works is to reduce the number of variables that people have to focus on in the beginning. When we think about hardstyle, we think about learning in this pattern. The swing, which is a deadlift analog, which is practiced as an EMOM for years, a clean and a press, a get up off of the ground, a squat, and then a snatch. Hardstyle uses what we call a single hip dip, as opposed to competition style, which uses what we sometimes call a double hip dip. Two slightly different ideas. The characteristic of hardstyle is a single hip dip with an explosive hip snap. Think of it like a barbell deadlift, but usually instead of in the range of 1 to 5, in the range of maybe 6 to 20. Step back from the weight, feet pointed generally straight ahead. Weight goes in the heel, arms go out, fire the lats down, single dip. The goal of hardstyle is to maximize the hip snap to get the most athletic development on power in the least amount of time. So think hardstyle, 6 to 20 reps. That can change, nothing is set in stone, but that's how people do it for the first several years of training. That means that if they do 20 reps inside of a minute, that should take about 30 seconds. That means they're going to be doing sprints, a 30-second sprint with a break, and they're going to do multiple sets of that. Sprints get people the most benefit in the least amount of time. Soft style, think about running for 4 minutes, 8 minutes, 10 minutes, 12 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. It's slightly different. You cannot sprint for 30 minutes, or by definition, it is not a sprint. Think about soft style. We're going to demonstrate a hand-to-hand version. You're going to notice instead of one hip snap, there's going to be a down, what you might consider a deload phase, where you're trying to pull some of the weight away, and then a stand up with a hip snap. It is a more complicated movement, so people tend not to do it if they are deconditioned or if they're coming from some other type of like barbell training. We make it more like what they know in the beginning. Think soft style, probably thumb up, which is not recommended for beginners who are deconditioned, and take a little bit of the load out, take the load out, take the load out. And the goal of soft style is to be able to do this for 5 minutes. You're probably looking at 30 to 40 reps per minute, depending on the weight, and you're gonna do it for 5 minutes. So instead of having a goal of 20 reps in 30 seconds, you're gonna be getting 30 some reps inside of a minute, but you're gonna be stacking up minutes. The amount of time you spend running a mile, your goal is to spend that time doing kettlebell swings. First with a lightweight, all the way up to a heavyweight. In hardstyle, people go from single hip snap swing to clean and press. Let's demonstrate that quickly. Usually, thumb points down when people are new. That saves people's elbow. Grab in the corner of the kettlebell, single hip snap, stand up. Your body is a straight line. You move the kettlebell around your body. In competition style, you'll probably move your body around the bell. Press, all the way up, all the way down. Locked legs, locked core. Clean, single hip snap, catch. Iron body like a plank. Press, using only the shoulder. Clean, press, park it. In hardstyle, people are probably focusing on strength, which means sets of 5 and below. It can change, but that's normally the beginning where people start training. 3 to 5 reps. In competition style, it's not a clean and press, it's a clean and jerk. A jerk means you're gonna start the press by using your legs. You're gonna drop underneath it, stand up with your legs, absorb force with your legs when it's coming down. Your goal is maybe 13 reps per minute for multiple minutes. Thumb tends to point up. Move your body around the bell, stand up with the legs, absorb with the legs. Little deload, catch with the legs, pop with the legs, stand up, absorb with the legs. Strength versus endurance. In hardstyle, then we tend to go from swings, clean and press, get-ups, which was an adaptation from circus strongmen back in the day. It was a pure strength move. You can do it with kettlebells, you can do it with sandbags, do it with all kinds of things, but focusing on getting up off of the ground. Competition guys don't compete in get-ups, so it tends not to be in the training. They train swings, they train clean and jerk, which they call long cycle, then they get into snatches. Hardstyle, swing, clean and press, Turkish get-up, squat, snatch. Let's talk about snatches. Hardstyle snatch is like a sprint. Single hip dip at the bottom, usually focusing on speed. Your goal is 20 reps per minute. Same goal in competition style, but how you get there is different. Thumb points back, single hip load, snap up. Push down, single hip, snap, single hip, snap, single hip, snap. Focus on making it faster. In hardstyle, they might focus even on overspeed training, which means getting up to 9 reps in 15 seconds, which is fast. In soft style, they'll probably go thumb up because they already have good hip position and they do the deload at the bottom, so it's much safer for the elbow. But the goal is still in the range of 20 reps per minute, but it could be as slow as 6 reps per minute. Up, deload, up, up. In soft style, they will be resting at the top. So they might hold a rep at the top to get 6 reps per minute. Hold for 10 seconds, learn to endure, then move, catch, hold to stay on a perfect pace, and that resting happens at the top. Most people who start training as an adult will start with hardstyle. It's the least amount of complexity and it moves faster. Workouts tend to be shorter, they tend to have more breaks. Swing program is a 10-minute program done twice a week. You can do it for years. Get better every single time. Hardstyle, clean and press, focus on pure shoulder strength. Locked into the body. The body becomes the bench, the shoulder is the movement point. And then hardstyle snatch, done usually once a week. Your goal is 200 reps in 10 minutes. 10-minute dead sprint, once a week. Soft style goes on forever. You can change your speed, 6 reps per minute, 7 reps per minute, training on a metronome, going for a target speed for say 10 minutes, and then going up in weight. If you can get to 200 snatches in 10 minutes with a 32K, hard or soft style, you are at the top of elite level of athleticism for most people. Hardstyle then tends to do some fun things with double kettlebells, where they go into things like monster lifts. That's 2 kettlebells, and you combine any of your basic movements in different numbers every day. So think swing, clean, press. Could be one thing. That's 3 lifts in a row. It could be 4 swings, 3 cleans, 2 presses. You could do the exact same thing the next day, but change the numbers. It could be 1 swing, 5 cleans, 3 presses. It allows people to never adapt to basic human movements. Squat, press, deadlift pattern, clean, over and over and over again. Competition style guys tend to focus on single or double. The goal is to get to double, and they work on core lifts, the clean and the jerk, or long cycle, and snatch and half snatch up, half snatch down, and they work on those for years, and they work on improving their speed within a length of time. Think about them going for a 10-minute run, but working on going further every day. There are many different types of kettlebelling all over the world. They're slightly different, but we're all in the same family. Think of it like motorcycling. It doesn't matter as long as you're on two wheels, whether you're an adventure rider, Harley rider, sport bike rider, it doesn't matter. You're all doing the same thing. Most people will start with hardstyle. They'll do several years. They will get a lot of benefit in the least amount of time. Then they will get into competition style. They will do that for several years, and then they will go back and forth forever. And they will turn into hybrid athletes, somewhere between the two things. That is the goal. Kettlebells is an infinite path of study, and you literally cannot hit the end of it. The heavy weights in kettlebells are 48K. If you can lift two 48K kettlebells, that is crazy for any length of time. Most people just getting to double 28s or double 32s is a 5-year plan. But the good thing about kettlebells is you don't need a gym. You can do it wherever you are, and you are never, ever, ever done. You can focus on different things for different seasons, and it can go on infinitely. Kettlebells are a great way to train. They're not the only way to train, but they are something that everybody should investigate for, 5 to 10 years of your fitness journey.